Hello YouTube, and welcome to another tutorial video. Today we are going to cover competitive Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield. The first thing you're going to want to do is fly to the Pokemon Center in the middle of Wyndon, which is the last town in the game. Here you can buy the vitamins, which can be used to max out a Pokemon's EVs. EV stands for effort values and are crucial for competitive Pokemon battling. As you can see, I have a level 100 Avalugg with it has a bad competitive nature, a no EVs, and bad IVs. So I'm going to show you how to make a Pokemon that's bad, viable, and competitive. So first thing you're going to want to do is talk to this guy right here. You're going to want to buy... So since I'm using Avalugg, I want defense. So if you can look at the bottom text to see what each one does. So I need irons, and it takes 26 to max out an EV. So I'm going to need 20, no, not 25. They are a little pricey, but it's worth it in the end, and you can get a lot of money by going to the digging duo after gathering watts from doing raids in the wild area, which you will need to do anyways if you want to get your Pokemon to level 100, which is important for another step I will cover later in the video. So you're going to want 26 of 2 different EVs typically. I'm going to go with defense and special defense, so I'm going to need zincs and irons. I'm going to need 26 of both of those. And then I'm going to get 1 protein, and that is for attack, because you have a little bit of extra EVs that you can invest. After that, you go into your bag. You go to the other items tab, and as you can see here are the irons. So we want to put all of those on Avalugg. And then it is 26. I must have already had a few EVs on him. And then we want to find the... I already had a few of these items already, so I have to find them in here. And then here are the zincs. So we want to give him 26 zincs, and then 1 protein. You can also use the feathers, which can be found on any of the bridges in the game. After that, you're going to want to go to... You're going to want to click on the town map and take the Corviknight taxi to the battle tower, where you can do one or both of these two next steps. First, by battling the battle tower, you get BP, and you can also earn mints, and then you can also buy mints for 50 BP each, and the stat that says it'll grow more easily will increase, and the stat that says will grow less will decrease, and that will affect your stats 10% at level 100. So it's very important that you have the correct nature. I'm going to use I have a mint already for Avalugg. I will be using what's this bold mint? Not the bold mint. I will be using let me find my other mints. They're somewhere in here. Impish mint, I believe, is the one I was looking for. Yes. An Impish mint, which will make his defense grow and his special attack lower, because he will not be using special attack. So now, as you can see, if I go to his stats, it says his nature is a gentle, but he has the stat changes that I just applied. After that, you're going to want to talk to this guy right here, and he will allow you to Hyper Train. your Pokemon needs to be a level 100 in order to Hyper Train. So I'll select Avalugg, and then I'll use Gold Bottle Cap. You can get regular bottle caps through the Digging Duo, and gold bottle caps are special. I don't remember where I got them. But yeah, they're special. So gold bottle caps increase all your stats to max IVs, which are values that your Pokemon have by default. And the regular bottle caps will only do 1. Typically, if you're using a special attacker, you do not want good attack EVs or IVs for Foul Play, because Foul Play uses your attack when it hits you. So let's Hyper Train him. And as you can see, should be able to see, my Avalugg should have a much higher stats than it had before. Or at least, yes, just look at the defense went up a ton. And the special attack, everything went up. Because my Avalugg didn't have very good IVs. And then if you go to your PC, you can tell a Pokemon, you can get the IV checker judge from the Battle Tower after beating Leon after winning 6 battles in the Battle Tower. So this is what a Pokemon will look like. This was from a raid, so it has already has 4 perfect IVs. Best means perfect. Fantastic is 1 IV off. I believe very good is the next down, and then pretty good, and then decent. And I believe decent's the lowest, but I'm not entirely sure on that. I believe it is, though. So as you can see, if you've Hyper Trained a Pokemon, instead of saying best, it'll just say Hyper Trained, but it means the same thing. However, Hyper Trained IVs will not be carried down, and neither will the mints. It'll carry down the nature and IVs that you have on your Pokemon to start with. So as useful as the mints and bottle caps are, they are not good for breeding. The next thing you'll need to do is gather a bunch of TRs and TMs to give your Pokemon the right moves. For Avalugg, I'll go ahead and show you Avalugg's move right now, and then I will teach him all the TRs I feel like are necessary for an Avalugg, and then I will get back to you in a moment. And here's Avalugg after I've changed his moves. As a physical attacker, he won't want Blizzard, but I'll show you how to change other moves later. He can learn moves that he had previously learned as a lower level. I just wanted to show you. I know Crunch was covered, so I moved my webcam to show. I replaced Crunch with Iron Head, and then I added Body Press as well. Body Press is a move that uses your defense stat. It uses your the higher the user's defense is, the more damage it can inflict on the opponent. And as you can see, Avalugg has a stupid high defense stat. So, while we're here, I will show you another important thing that you can use BP on in the Battle Tower is items. Held items used for competitive battling. Choice Bands increase your attack by 1.5 times but lock you into a move. Choice Specs do special attack but also lock you into a move. Choice Scarf multiplies your speed by 1.5 times. The Assault Vest, and it does the same thing, it locks you into a move. The Assault Vest will only allow you to use offensive moves, not setup moves or status moves, but will increase your special defense by 1.5 times. The Life Orb increases the power of your moves by 1.3 times, but will deal you a small percent of damage when you attack. The red card will force the opponent to switch out when they hit you. The eject button will switch you out when your opponent hits you. The eject button, or the eject pack, is when your stats are lowered, you will be switched out. Blunder Policy raises your speed sharply when you miss. Weakness Policy raises your attack and special attack sharply when you are hit with super effective move. Focus Sash prevents you from dying in one hit. Air Balloon makes you immune to ground moves, but once you get hit, it breaks. White Herb gets rid of lowered stats. Mental Herb gets rid of binding moves. Power Herb makes multi-turn moves hit the first turn. Room Service lowers your speed in Trick Room. Light Clay increases the duration of Light Screen Protect, which increase your Pokemon's defense or special defense by 2 times for, I believe, 5 turns. Terrain Extender is exactly what it sounds like. Makes terrain last longer. Throat Spray raises the special attack of a Pokemon when it uses a sound-based move. And Adrenaline Orb raises your speed when you're intimidated. Most of these items down here are pretty useless. I actually did not know about the Throat Spray. It's an item I was not aware even existed, but it's a very good item for Pokemon like Toxtricity. Now the next thing you need to know is how to relearn moves. This one's a little less complex. I'm sure most people watching this video probably know about it. But if you go to any Pokemon Center, let's go back to this one. You can go to the person on the left side, talk to him, and you can remember a move. And then I'll select Avalugg, and it will show me all the moves he could have previously learned prior to currently. And I want a physical ice move. So we will give him Ice Fang or Avalanche. We'll give him Avalanche instead of Blizzard. Okay, so now that his moveset's done, that's how you get a Pokemon that you have caught up to competitive standards. But how do you start competitively? So here we are at the breeding center. In order to start a Pokemon competitively and usually save your resources, you can breed a Pokemon. So, as I had said previously, you can get the IV checker from the battle tower after winning 6 battles in a row and defeating Leon. After you do so, you can go to the den over here by the breeding center, which you'll need to be in the breeding center for the next step anyways. So you can go to this den and then throw a wishing piece in, and then if it is a purple beam, which it most likely won't be the first time, it is, you can do a raid here and it will always be Ditto. 5-star Dittos will always have 4 or 5 perfect IVs, which you can use to breed with any Pokemon competitively. And in order to carry over 5 IVs from the 2 parents, you can use an item known as the Destiny Knot, which you can receive from the battle tower as well. And then you can use an item called the Everstone, which also prevents Pokemon from evolving, to guarantee the correct nature. So, for example, I'm currently breeding Shiny Wooloo's, or I'm pseudo-methoding for a Shiny Wooloo in the daycare over here. So I have a Japanese Ditto. Let me grab a second so I can show you. I have a Japanese Ditto in with my Wooloo, and my Wooloo has the nature I want. It is holding a Everstone, and this Ditto is holding a Destiny Knot because it has 4 perfect IVs. If you want to get the best IVs possible, you can breed until you get the nature you want. Give the Pokemon the Everstone, give the Ditto the Destiny Knot, and keep switching them out until the other Pokemon also has good IVs, so you have a better chance of being guaranteed more IVs. The IVs using the Destiny Knot will only carry 5 total IVs from either parent, so you want both parents to have good IVs. And the digging duo I was talking about is right here. You can also get the Everstones from this one. So that's all you need to know in order to do competitive battling and how to breed for it. If you want to know more about getting shinies, I have a shiny guide on the channel as well. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and please like and subscribe if you liked the video. See ya.